The new Galaxy S22 Ultra is a powerhouse, but do you really need this much power? What you really need is some exclusive software features I'm going to show you that will totally change the perception of a smartphone. I've added 3 magical icons on the home screen. Let me show you what these do. Open Internet. Scroll up. Scroll down. Recent apps. Close all. Open gallery. Open YouTube. Search Galaxy S22 Ultra. Scroll down. Play. Second. 2. So this amazing feature is called voice access, and you can pause the feature anytime by clicking on this notification here. Now the floating icon is back, which you can tap anytime later to restart this voice access service. Now it's not necessary to keep this icon on the screen all the time. I have added a shortcut to turn on and off this voice access feature by tapping and holding the volume up and down keys simultaneously for 3 seconds. Now the voice access is turned off. So next time you want voice access, tap and hold the volume up and down keys simultaneously for 3 seconds. You will turn on the voice access feature that will get you the floating icon, which you can tap to start and pause the service. Now how to set this up? Go to the settings menu, scroll down to accessibility, interaction and dexterity. There you have voice access. Here you can also set up the shortcut, that is hold volume up and down keys. Well, as you can see, there is a notification of a siren nearby. It's basically a train horn, and this feature is called sound notification, which I will talk about later. Next, I want to show you my most favorite feature. Can you see this little guy at the right bottom corner? Well, I've enabled dim screen. That is, it will dim the screen even further even if you have set the minimum brightness of the screen, which is so helpful in dark, especially at night. When I'm watching a video before I go to sleep, even the lowest brightness is not enough, but with this feature I can make it much more comfortable. In fact, you can also use this as indoor and outdoor switch. I mean, it's much more convenient and also will save a considerable amount of battery. So let me show you how did I set up this extra dim screen feature. So go to the settings menu, then accessibility, visibility enhancement, extra dim. You can tweak the intensity here, and about the shortcut, you can click here. Now you get 3 options. First one is for the humanoid button I have chosen, but you can also go for other 2. The second option I have enabled for voice access and sound notification, and the third one is for live transcribe that I will talk about later. Let's talk about sound notification, and as I mentioned before, I have enabled the same shortcut as voice access, that is press and hold the volume up and down keys for 3 seconds. So I have both options. Now if I click on sound notification, your S22 Ultra will alert you for any kind of siren nearby maybe, or your smoke alarm goes off if your baby is crying. The phone will basically vibrate with a notification on screen, and also the camera flash will blink. Also will send a notification to your wearables. So extremely helpful if you have hearing issues, or maybe you are using earphones. It can also detect doorbell sound. So here is a demo how it will look. So even if the phone is flipped, you will get notification through the camera flash. Before I move on to the next option, I want to quickly show you a very nice trick. Here under advanced features, you have video brightness. That is, you can temporarily increase the brightness of the display while you are watching videos on any of these apps. So that's quite a nice feature, I will say. Guys, I just talked about the live transcribe feature which I have assigned to this shortcut side key plus volume up key simultaneous press. So hello there, how are you doing? I'm using the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So it's basically a voice to text feature, and you can use it to take voice notes. You can also get notifications about surrounding sounds. So if you have hearing issues with this, you can actually turn text to speech. You can also keep the transcription history saved for 3 days. This might be quite useful if English is not your first language and you are attending any seminar, any meeting, or maybe at school. It will be easier to you for understanding and taking notes. You can also add a secondary language, which is quite handy for countries like India. To enable, visit the accessibility settings, then hearing enhancement. There you have live transcribe. As I shown you before, you can assign any of the 3 accessibility shortcuts. Now let me show you my next favorite feature, live caption, and it's so useful, guys. The shortcut for this feature is hidden in the volume rocker. Let me explain to you first what it does. Hey guys, please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. As the name suggests, live captions basically generates live captions for your videos. To enable, click on the volume rocker button, then these 3 dots. Here you have the live captions icon at the top left corner. So whenever speech is detected, live captions will be generated. Just like this. Now let me tell you why is it useful. Even if the video is muted, then also live captions will work, and maybe you are in a public place, you don't have your earphones, still you can watch videos with captions. Maybe somebody sent you a video, before playing it loud you can check the content. Not all apps can generate captions, unlike YouTube. So for other applications, maybe some meme sites or maybe videos having offensive words, you can use this feature. Let me show you another cool feature under accessibility hearing enhancement feature, which is called amplify ambient sound. For this you need to use your earphones, and it can amplify distant sounds so that you can hear clearly, and also you can focus on conversations even when you are in a noisy area, which might be useful for some of you people. I have assigned this shortcut to the accessibility button, that is the little guy at the bottom right corner. So with your Galaxy S22 Ultra, your life can be simpler in a smarter way. I can also shrink the whole display by swiping down on the home button. This big 6.1-inch display is almost impossible to access with your thumb. So with a single swipe or a double tap on the home button, you can shrink the whole display so that your Galaxy S22 Ultra can be used with one hand. This year, Samsung downgraded the RAM capacity of its flagship from 16GB to 12GB, which should be ample for most of the scenarios, but there is something called RAM Plus. You will find in the settings where you can assign certain amount of internal storage to use as virtual memory to improve app performance. Now there are certain apps that you might want to be active all the time, don't want to remove them from the RAM, so you can exclude those just like so. So I have added Facebook. Now the Facebook RAM usage won't be checked. Last but not the least, let's talk about this floating button called Assistant Menu, which helps you access different gestures of the phone just with single tap, and also there is a cursor option for precise movement or selection. You can also bring down the notification panel, pinch on the screen, get the power of menu, because the power key is basically now a side function key, and you can also pinch on the screen. You can access the navigation buttons and also take a screenshot, access the volume rocker, etc. So Assistant Menu is quite useful for one-handed uses mostly. To get this assistant menu on screen, visit the settings menu, then scroll down to accessibility, interaction and dexterity. Enable assistant menu. Now, the most interesting part is you can select apps to show contextual menu options. So I've enabled it for camera, phone. Let me show you what it does. Here on the dialer app, the assistant menu options are changed to recent apps, contacts, and here on the camera, I can switch the camera, check the gallery just with a single tap. The more you use your Galaxy S22 Ultra, it learns from you, and there is a very nice AI feature in your Galaxy S22 Ultra under advanced features, then smart suggestions. So with this feature, you will get suggestions for useful actions such as calendar events to add and messages to send based on how you use the phone. An icon like this will appear with suggestions. For example, on the Samsung keyboard, you will get suggested words or text based on your messages. Even the phone can suggest you for reminders or calendar events to add based on your messages, pictures, and other activities. Smart suggestions can also appear on smart widgets. So Samsung phones are on next level in terms of productivity and convenience. Now the camera flash can be used as notification LED, which is quite useful, especially for me, because when the phone is flipped and is on silent mode, the camera flash and the screen will blink. This also works for alarms. Now under the same advanced settings, you get voice label. With this, you can write voice recordings to NFC tags. Just tap and then record. So whenever you are nearby those tags, the recording will play. For example, you have a library, you can write voice labels into the books. Just attach some NFC tags into the books or any object you have in the house. So this is something that might interest you. Let me show you two more awesome features before I wrap up the video. Under the home screen settings, you get hide apps. That is, you can hide applications, for example your sensitive apps like email, WhatsApp, Facebook, or maybe games from your gaming freak friends. It's not an app locker. It will basically remove the trace of this game or the app you have hidden from your phone, but it's not uninstalled. And if somebody knows how to unhide apps, he or she can unhide your apps and access those. So it's not secured, but it's something that might be useful for kids or maybe most of the people who doesn't have any clue about this feature. Of course, you can lock the applications from the settings, but it will be still visible on the apps drawer. Lastly, I want to talk about one of the best indigenous Android feature, which is called pin windows. For example, you want to lend your phone to your friends for making a call or maybe playing a game. So first launch the application, and from the recent apps you can pin the app. That is, the application is pinned on the screen. It can be used as usual, but the application cannot be closed. So if I tap the home button, the app will not close. I can of course go back, but I cannot fully close the application, go to the home screen and access private data of the original owner. So you can peacefully lend your phone to your friends and family, but he or she will be stuck with this application only, whether it's the dialer app for calling, the camera app for taking pictures. Now let me show you how to unpin the application and what happens if somebody knows how to unpin. Just tap and hold the back and the recent keys both simultaneously, and the app is unpinned and you are taken to the lock screen. Now if your phone is password protected, even if somebody unpins the application, he or she cannot access anything else in your phone. So app pinning is such an awesome and useful feature. You can find this option under security settings, other pin windows. This is the end of the part 1. For part 2, check the description of this video, and if you don't want to miss the second episode, don't forget to subscribe, comment and like.